If you're just tuning in, you're watching Business Connection. I'm your host, Liz Spencer, and joining me now from JB Architecture is John Bieritz. Welcome, John.
Thank you.
How's it going?
It's going really good today.
So, I always like to ask this question, what's your motivation to become an architect? I love this question.
My earliest recollection was when I was about 9 years old. I was at my uncle's house, he was building his house at the time, and my dad took me out there, and I was just intrigued with the whole aspect of watching this house grow out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that first connection where I liked the idea of drawing it and then also putting it together. So that was really neat back then. And I remember like it was yesterday.
That's awesome. I think it's so nice when you find your passion early. So it sounds like you did. If you weren't an architect, what would you do?
I think I would do something with car design.
Okay.
My second passion besides architecture is cars, and I thought I would have been a great car designer back in the day if I could have done that. That would have been what I would have wanted to do.
And what's the classic car of choice?
Mustang, 67 Mustang.
All right, good call on that. So there's lots of choices for architectural firms out there. What makes your firm stand out?
I believe that us as a design build firm, where we do the design work and we do the construction, makes us different than most architectural firms, where we can offer our clients the full range of services, where we can work with them early in design on the home, but then also help facilitate the construction process with them all the way through the end and finish the home for them. I think it makes me a better architect as a builder, and I'm a better builder because I'm an architect. So the two synergies make us do great work, we believe, in the area.
No, I think it's sort of a one-stop shop.
Yes, correct.
And I think that helps the homeowner who is building a home, and they're usually only building one. Sometimes they build a couple, but usually the first one, it really helps to have the combined two.
It does, and I think it's important as an architect, if you're working in design, to also have really intelligent discussions of budgets with the clients early in the process. You know, we don't want to spend 3 months in design with them and then have them go and get prices and find out that what happened to my budget. So I think answering the sometimes really tough questions early on about budget is good as early as possible, so that in our process, when we go down the design path, we're going down the same path with our client. We're working toward their budget expectation.
Well, it really is a partnership. You have to hear their vision and make their vision come true.
Right.
All right. What are some of the current trends in architecture that you see that might become the new normal?
I think in the residential architecture community, I think a little smaller homes are more popular today. Just with the cost of everything, with what's happened over the last few years, that people are more sensitive to budgets, and with the interest rates that are up there, people have less money to spend on projects. So the smaller home, I think, is more prevalent today. I think also the homes that are there for people in multi-generational families. So whether it's a mom and dad and their kids are still with them, and their moms and dads are with them, or a combination of all of that is very popular today. Again, dollars are not what they used to be in terms of cost. So I think we see a lot of that. We see our population aging, so we see a lot of that from many clients, where we're looking at creating a space for them inside the home to live with everybody else.
And I think I applaud that. I think it's nice to be able to see generations in the home, but make sure that everybody's comfortable.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Right.
They all want their own space, and the older parents that are there, they want still their independence and their privacy. As well as if they're with their kids want their privacy too. So it's trying to create that home plan that gives everybody what they need.
Yeah, that's the tricky part. It's a little bit of a puzzle. How do you see JB Architectural Group evolving over the next 30 years?
I see us continuing to expand in the design build side, to do more construction projects. Right now we do quite a few projects, but we still do a lot of architectural work for people who have their own builders or are doing their own thing with the construction side. So my goal is to continue to add more construction work so that over time, the work that we're designing is all the work we're building. That's the ultimate goal.
That's awesome. Well, it kind of keeps it all together, so
Yes.
that's great. Do you have a favorite house style?
I love prairie style.
Okay.
It's not everybody's cup of tea, and in our area, people are much more traditional from the standpoint of home design, but I truly appreciate Frank Lloyd Wright and what he did and how he was a person that was way ahead of his time in terms of design, and I appreciate the value of how he integrated the organic aspect of architecture into homes.
Right, well, he was all about light, too.
Yes.
He loved lots of natural light in the home.
And blending in the surroundings, not having the home stand out from the surroundings, but actually be an integral part of it.
That's awesome. Is there a certain project in the last 30 years that stand out?
Every project I recall, for the most part, over all the years, but what I really look at is the projects that we do that we give back with. So we work with Hesed House in Aurora with their projects to help them improve all of their facilities. I also do work for Jennings Terrace, which is a non-for-profit senior center in Aurora. So we love to work with them, helping them just stay current with everything that has to happen.
Well, that's awesome. I think it's great when businesses can give back using their skill to help benefit, a not-for-profit partner. So kudos to you. John, thanks for stopping by and telling us all about your group, and thank you for giving back to the community. To find out more about JB Architecture Group, please visit their website. Don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages.